Spin to Win is back, and to be honest it never really left us, except this time the dial has been turned up all the way to 11 and this is basically Power Creep the Sword. Falling Guillotine was the OG Spin to Win Boss Melting DPS option, and now this has once again become the most accessible endgame weapon available, and everyone from hardcore day 1 raiders to Pantheon god-slaying gauntleteers are now clamouring to get their hands on it. There's tons of reasons why, mainly that it's easy to farm, has top tier endgame boss melting perks, and it's also enhanceable. Basically it's in the new Into the Light Brave Arsenal loot pool, and it's comparable to and even beats out the previous endgame DPS kings. But despite the fact it drops like candy from the Onslaught playlist, especially when you attune it at the hollow projection of Shaxx in the Hall of Champions, you absolutely should be chasing down the elusive Brave Ornament double final perk combo. Plus, even better, you can follow the new quest from our site to get the curated role, which is still extremely good for free. It's a Vortex Frame Void Energy Sword, and I highly recommend farming for this god roll no matter what game mode you enjoy playing. It has all your standard perks in the pool, like Vorpal Weapon, Chain Reaction, Surrounded, and even the new Desperate Measures, which are all worthy picks. Speedrunners can even get the fantastic Eager Edge perk, and it's also the first ever sword to come with bait and switch. However, this combination right here is what you should be going for, especially if you've got endgame aspirations or even just want a solid melting machine in PvE. At base level, this combo can and will keep you in the mix damage wise in any fire team. That's because Falling Guillotine allows you to throw literally every other sword out of the window, as it has dual damage dealing perks in the final 2 columns. Frenzy is the main one on my mind, which will boost damage by 15% when you have been in combat for 12 seconds. This is fairly easy to activate, and bear in mind you'll be saving your sword for damage phases, you'll be ad clearing or taking damage all the way up until it is time to spin to win. Ideally you'll want to set it up with Jagged Edge and Swordmaster's Guards, which are always the best sword perks in the first 2 columns. But it is Whirlwind Blade in the final column which is really going to hit the spot. Causing damage increases stacks all the way up to the maximum of 6, which grants a 30% damage boost. This can and will stack with Frenzy for what is hands down one of the craziest damage boosting combos ever seen on a sword. Arguably you could replace with Surrounded, but I think it's a touch harder to rely on consistently, but it would give you even more damage. Plus when the final shape launches, you'll be able to enhance both of these perks. I hope you enjoyed this god roll breakdown of one of Destiny's most iconic swords. Your ongoing support is always greatly appreciated, and if you've been here before, consider subscribing or even joining our fellow members to get some bonus goodies to show off in the comments. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video, which you can click right here.